Hi there, Stacy the Black Feather Intuitive. I wanted to share with you a few quick tips on how I create sacred space in order to connect with my archangels. I know there are so many people out there, so many of my clients reaching out, my fan base, I love my fan base reaching out, wondering how they can connect with the archangels in the way that I do. And there's really no huge secret to it. It's just putting together a couple of different things that resonate with you so that you can feel nice and comfortable, safe, peaceful, protected, so that you can really hear what's going on within you. One of the first things that I do when I am connecting with my archangels or getting ready to connect with my archangels is I find a really nice, peaceful, quiet, comfortable place to sit or to lay down. I've got my big comfy chair here because I'm in my office. I also have a block. It's like a poof that I can put my legs up on so that if I want to feel completely and totally relaxed, or if I'm sitting and I'm connecting because I'm getting ready to connect with a client, I always like to have my feet placed flat on the floor when I'm doing that. So I just remove that poof, I remove that block, and make sure that my feet are flat to the floor. The big key is making sure that you're nice and comfortable, and that whether you're sitting or standing, that your spine is nice and straight and the rest of you is very relaxed. You want to be able to do this so that you can properly breathe. We're going to get to that in a second. But once you have your space picked out where you've got a nice comfy chair or a nice comfy bed and nobody's going to disturb you, there's no one around, there's not a whole lot of noise going on, I always sage my space. And sometimes I have the regular sage that I light with a candle flame and go around and do the smoke sage. But when I don't have enough time for that, and oftentimes I don't, I'm only able to do it once or twice a day, and I get really busy, I love this sage spray. This sage spray is Sacred Holy Sage Spray from houseblesser.com. A fabulous woman named Denise creates this, and it's such a quick way to be able to clear the space. So you shake it up. It smells so good. And you just spray it. You spray it over yourself. You spray it over the place that you're going to be laying down or sitting on where you're just sort of nice and comfortable. And it clears the space. You can also set an intention while you're spraying it. Something that I like to say is, you know, this space is sacred and I allow in only that which is 100% of the divine white light into this space, sending all others back to where they came from with love and respect for their journeys. So something like that. So you're setting the tone for the space. And then I also have a wonderful spray. This is Archangel spray. And this is another fabulous woman named Kristen Peters. She's in Raleigh, North Carolina. And she creates all different types of sprays for each of the archangels. This one happens to be Archangel Raphael. This is one of the archangels that I work with on a regular basis. So I always have his spray on hand. And I actually have several sprays. She actually does custom sprays as well. So if there's an archangel that you are working with a lot and she doesn't carry that regularly, you can reach out to her and have her create one for you. But again, it's just like a spray bottle, and you spray it on yourself. You can even put it on like perfume or cologne. You just breathe it in. All of these sprays are made basically with essential oils, so there's nothing really unhealthy for you here. And it's just smelling in this peace and this calm. This particular one with Raphael, to me, it smells like woods, being out in the woods, being out in nature. So you want to breathe that in, and scent is so important to our memory and to calming us. So having something with a nice scent is really helpful. And next I recommend having one or more of the elements. So we have air, fire, water, spirit, energy. So I always have a little tea light candle. I like flame, fire. So you want to set a little flame for yourself And again, you can set an intention while you're doing this as well. So I set the intention that this flame cleanses and purifies the space and invites in all of the archangel energy, so that I can receive the guidance and the clarity that I so crave, that I desire, and that I deserve, that is for my highest and best. So you set a candle for yourself, so you've cleansed the space, and now you've got a little bit of the elements in there for you. And then if you're a crystal person, which of course I am, I have a cajillion of them, I choose some crystals that are connected to archangel energy. So this one, I actually forget the name of it, but I think it's actually angel quartz. I'm going to see if I can get a picture of it for you here without the light shining on it. Well, that's not going to happen. But anyway, it's very sparkly, very shiny. It's really beautiful. It's something that's small enough that I can hold in the palm of my hand. The palm of your hand is an energy center, where energy can leave or be received. So, ideally something that you can put in the palm of your hand. I also have a beautiful quartz crystal. And again, it fits into the palm of my hand. So you can have one crystal, you can have two crystals, you can hold them in your hands. You can leave them sort of in the sacred space. You can leave them next to the fire. I'm going to just turn here so that you can see what I've done and created there. So no right or wrong way to do things here. It's just a matter of what you're called to do. And then finally, I have a deck of cards. So if you're an oracle person or a tarot person, a deck of cards is always handy. And this one I use like crazy. This is Kyle Gray's Angel Prayers Oracle deck. So that's pretty fitting when you're wanting to talk to the archangels. And I just have a deck of cards with me. And what I do when I'm connecting is I just take a few moments. I close my eyes. After my space is all set up, I close my eyes. And I just get connected to my breath. So breathing in deep. You want to belly breathe. So breathe as low as you possibly can. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And you want to do this 3 times, maybe 5 times, until you really start to feel calm. Some of us are more clairsentient than others, meaning we feel things in our body. So you might start to feel a tingling or a little numbingness in your body. Maybe you see things. Maybe you start to see colors in your mind's eye. Maybe you're hearing things. Maybe there's just a knowing, a sense of peace. Again, no right or wrong way to do things here. It's a matter of just getting to that core of you, that center of you, where things are nice and quiet and peaceful and you can hear that inner voice. So that's what you want to do. And while you're in that space, I always like to set an intention. So for example, today, I really need clarity on, I've got an issue with my puppy, with my dog, Vader, and he keeps licking his paws. We thought it was an allergy thing. We took him for allergy testing and it came back negative. So there's something going on, and I would like to connect with my archangels to find out how I can best serve him and help him through this process. So I close my eyes, I connect, and I invite in all the archangels, divine spirit, Mother Earth, powers that be in the universe, all the archangels into this space for me today as I am creating my sacred space and preparing to connect with you all for the clarity, guidance, and information that I seek in regards to Vader and any other issues or information that you feel that I need to know for my highest and best right now. I ask this with so much love and gratitude in my heart. And I release any and all expectation of how I'm going to receive this information. And I simply put my space in the space of receiving. Thank you, angels, for making it so. Oh, doesn't that feel nice? And then I'm going to take my deck and I'm going to shuffle the deck up and I'm going to just see who pops in. See who wants to help me out with this situation with Vader, for example. Oh, this one just popped right out. Actually, 2 just popped out. So then I take a look at my cards. Oh, great. Manifesting miracles, Archangel Orion. So Archangel Orion is coming through today to talk to me about my situation. And I've got Archangel Raziel, spiritual gifts. So the archangels are already communicating with me through my oracle deck. So then I can take the oracle book. All of the decks come with a book, and I can sit and I can read the message that corresponds with each of these cards. Or if you're not using a card, or maybe you're just getting messages from the cards themselves, just sit and receive the messages. If you're not using cards, and that's totally okay, just sit in this quiet space and pay attention to what comes. Listen, feel, see, just be open to receiving, and then pay attention to what happens. The key here is the archangels want to communicate with you. They want to see you respond. They want to give you the messages and know that you've understood it. So they're going to try every possible way they can. The key for us as individuals is to figure out how we tick. So that's the key for you. How do you tick? How are you receiving the information? So it may take a little while for you to understand how that is coming through. You know, you might smell things, you might taste something funny and think, well, that doesn't make sense. That wouldn't be how the archangels are coming through. But yes, it absolutely is. When you're in that space, in your sacred space, and you've set that tone, pay attention to anything and everything that comes through, because oftentimes it is the archangel's way of reaching out to you. I really hope that these tips have helped you and maybe even inspired you to set up your own sacred space so that you can connect better with your archangels. If there is any way that I can be of service to you, I would love to help you out. A couple of years ago, I wrote a book called The Archangel Experiment, and I also created an online course called The Archangel Experiment and Awareness Journey. And this helps you if you're interested in connecting more with your archangels, figuring out who exactly you're talking to. The course is a really helpful way, and the book, really helpful tools to help you get there. So if you're interested in checking that out, if you'd like a little more guidance or maybe a little support, maybe someone to go along with you on that journey, I would love to be of service in that way. Please feel free to check out my website, theblackfeatherintuitive.com. I also have a Facebook page, The Black Feather Intuitive, and I also have my YouTube channel. So if you like what you're seeing here, please feel free to like my YouTube channel. I have so many different meditations, and I do weekly oracle readings and other little snippets to sort of help you out on your own personal journey. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you all the best and good luck in how you are creating your own sacred space. Enjoy talking to those archangels. Take care.